Did you know that Michelle Rodriguez almost walked away from the Fast and Furious franchise? They even had to change the script to keep her. And she's not the only star who went close to leave a big movie because of a scene. Here are 8 actors who almost quit their role due to one specific scene. Desperado was Salma Hayek's big break in the American movie business. Yet, her role in the movie came into jeopardy when the movie studio wanted to add a raunchy scene between her and Antonio Banderas. Worried about what her family would think, Hayek almost walked away from her role. Eventually, the scene was filmed, but at the movie premiere, she escorted her family outside of the theater for that scene. Michelle Rodriguez's role as Letty almost came to an abrupt end during the early days of the Fast and Furious franchise. Apparently, the original script had Letty falling in love with Brian O'Connor, played by the late Paul Walker, which would have meant Letty betraying her true love in Dominic Toretto. After threatening to walk away from her role in the movie, the producers changed the script. While filming for the Avengers, Jeremy Renner was having a hard time with his character's storyline, especially the part where he was under Loki's spell. As such, he offered the directors multiple opportunities to kill off his character. Fortunately, they decided against it, and Hawkeye went on to have his own TV series. Emma Watson almost walked away from the Harry Potter series ahead of the 5th movie. She reportedly had grown tired of the studio oversight and tight control of the schedule. However, she eventually re-signed for the remaining movies, but has since spoken of her relief when the franchise eventually wrapped up. Jim Carrey's rendition of The Grinch got off to a difficult start. Yet, the amount of time Carrey had to spend in the makeup chair before filming each day led him to almost quitting the movie. However, the studio hired a military trainer to help him navigate the countless hours in the makeup chair, and eventually, Carrey managed to complete the filming of what is now a Christmas favorite. The ending to the Miami Vice movie was meant to be totally different. However, after a serious incident took place during the filming process in the Dominican Republic, Jamie Foxx hightailed it back to America and informed the studio he would not be returning to film the movie's ending in Paraguay. Instead, Michael Mann had to shift to a different ending for the movie. Eventually, the movie resumed filming, and Foxx returned to complete his role. Jessica Alba almost cut her acting career short when she considered quitting the Fantastic Four movies. Her frustrations with director Tim Story and some of his absurd demands, like keeping her facial expressions flat during crying scenes so she could remain pretty. Alba is now very selective about the roles which she accepts. Lauren Cohen is another actor who considered walking away from her role, this time in the Smash TV hit series The Walking Dead, over fears that a medical scene would be too graphic and intense. However, after discussions with the producers, she decided that the scene was exactly why she should continue filming. So, there you have it. 8 characters who almost walked away from their roles due to a difficult or troublesome scene. We hoped you enjoyed today's episode, and we will see you in the next Walk of Fame.